Supreme the Almighty back in the building. Yo, we got the homie kingsizethevet on the show tonight, you know what I mean? Shout out to the sponsors, the Snow Goons, Creative Uses Music, Elite Sound International, Blazing Up Radio, Vinyl Frontier, Smiley the Ghetto Child, you know what I mean? Usual suspects. Yo, hope everybody's having a good week, you know what I'm saying? I know my week was kind of crazy, you know. It is what it is. Peace and blessings to everybody. Peace and blessings to all the new followers. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to check out the YouTube page. Subscribe, you know what I mean? See all the past interviews and shit like that, you know what I mean? Also, make sure to keep checking out the goonsgear.com. They're about to drop a new pre-order for some ill gear, some ill vinyl, some ill material, yo. You know what I'm saying? We just waiting for the homie to hop up in here right quick. Everybody know. Be sure to check out the homie kingsizethevet's new mixtape. It just dropped recently though. The Zenkai mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Shit's dope. I got production on there and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to check that out. It's on his Bandcamp and whatnot. Yo.
What's going on, man?
Good, brother.
Another day at the office, man.
Word, man.
Yeah.
Word. It's been a minute. You know what I mean? Had to have you back on the show and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Hey, hold on for me. I got to get my specs, man.
Shit, yeah, no doubt.
All right. Hey, what's been up with you, man?
Man, chill, yo, just for working, you know what I mean? The 9 to 5 and shit, you know what I mean? Doing the beat shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Gotta get that bread, man. I work retail, so I know how it is, man. You got a better schedule than me though.
Yeah. I used to work retail and shit too, man, but then I had to go to delivery, man. I couldn't deal with that shit no more, yo. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, man, if I was physically capable, I'd be doing that same thing, man. But my hustle was...
Yeah, trust, bro. Yo, I got back problems. I'm getting so old for this shit, bro. Like running around lifting mattresses and beds and all that shit. But you know what I'm saying? It's still better than the retail shit.
You dealing with the Karens, man.
You know what I'm saying? Word, because I worked in retail my whole life, bro. So I know how it be, especially around the holidays, like now and shit. You know what I mean? It's hectic, yo. It's definitely hectic. But either way though, man, see you doing your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to see that. You know what I mean? We're gonna discuss a little bit about the mixtape and whatnot. You know what I mean? I had to definitely talk about that with you since I've been kind of all over the place and shit. Haven't really had time to really do what I like to do, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
In due time, man. In due time.
Word.
Everything happened for a reason.
Indeed. But yeah, I also wanted to check up with you. You said it's your mom's birthday, you said?
Yeah, everybody, IG, give my mom happy birthday, y'all, man.
Word.
Yeah.
Let her know I said happy birthday too. Word, that's what's up. I didn't want to take you away from the family, but you know what I mean? You said, yo, I got some time, so I'm like, all right, cool. Let's do it.
And then you gotta get in when you can, man, you know. Yeah.
Well, we definitely gotta discuss this joint, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause besides the fact I got production on it, like it's definitely something worth talking about, though. You know what I'm saying? Word. But
very interesting project, I should say, man.
All right. Before we hop into that, I do have some trivia for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we haven't talked a little bit, but I figure we talk in the messenger. You know what I mean? But on the show and shit. I mean, but like yeah. So I had some trivia I wanted to ask you, man, because like I don't really get to do this too often. I don't really get to you know what I'm saying, like ask these type of questions because, you know, I gotta be kind of semi-serious with the show most of the time because I gotta be very, you know, I gotta be in depth with the artists and shit like that. But I get a chance to cut loose, you know what I mean? So we gonna cut loose tonight a little bit, shit, you know what I'm saying? So First off, a little bit of trivia. All right, so I'm gonna ask you some basic questions,
All right.
and I want you to give me your answer,
I'm
and
scared.
then I want you to give me your answer, and then I want you to tell me why. Now, it's more of your personal reflection of what your answer would be. So it's like, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It's just this is all out of the fun of it. So, all right. So first question: Jay-Z or Nas? Who you running with?
Who am I running with?
Yeah,
You mean rap wise or like in life?
rap wise.
Oh, it's got to be Nas, man. Now, I will say, if this was when I was growing up early, it would be Jay-Z because that was my favorite rapper. That was my favorite MC, man. I had all the Yankee. I had every single color Yankee hat. I bought. My wife snapped off. I spent my bonus check on some Cristal. I thought I was the king of the city, man. So I got some Cristal for her. She tasted it. It was nasty. She looked at me like, "Don't ever buy this again." So then I wanted to keep the bottle. When I came home, that bottle was thrown away. I was like, that's $250. I want to drive around the hood and stunt, but yeah, she threw it away. So no,
Oh
but Jay-Z
shit.
was my guy since Jay-Z was my guy since day one. But things didn't change. We got different views of. So I stick with Nas.
Nah, no doubt, no doubt. I feel you, man. That shit. I never drank that shit before. I'm more of a Long Island iced tea type of dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Bacardi 151. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Puerto Rican rum 151. Like that's was always my type of shit. You know what I mean? The heavy hitters and shit. I guess you could say. The Cristal was always to me like that lean back shit.
It
You know what I
wasn't.
mean?
It wasn't good. It was just I was just trying to flex, and then I lost my mind. But then I came back to reality. I'll probably never do that. I won't do that again. So
So based on your answer with that, so out of the two, who do you think is the better lyricist?
you can't do that. Lyricist wise, it all depends on what area you talking about. If you're talking about like from the bottom to the top on like business level, you got to give it to Jay-Z. But on just some straight, I want to turn on a dope beat and hit some dope rhymes, you got to give it to Nas. But
Mm,
the only Jay-Z got the edge because Jay-Z can rock to all kind of different like speeds of beats, and Nas his best work is like between like 88 beats per minute or like 95 beats per minute, where Jay-Z can kind of like he can stretch it longer than that. So, but on just straight lyrics all the way, it's most definitely Nas.
mm, no doubt,
Just
no
just the
doubt.
gun
So
song alone, dude. Just that gun song alone. Just that gun song by itself alone. I mean alone, and then the rewind song. Like that's anybody. A lot of people can't really like top those two songs. You know what I mean?
nah, I
So
feel you. I feel you. So let me ask you this question. Movie wise, are you which one do you prefer watching? Belly or State Property?
yuck, dude. What is you doing? Really? Come on, Belly, dude. What? No, the dopest part about State Property was when Jay-Z was in the car and then Dame Dash was going off, and dude was like, "Okay, handle that." But that was about it, though, man. Belly, they got so many like catchphrases and lines, and I could go on for days. The country dude was like, "I don't like that." I mean, come on.
Yo,
The, the, the Jamaican dude, they was doing the Scarface. Yeah, not just the whole bunch, man. Nah.
there's a lot of them cloud niggas out here nowadays like that though. They be like, yo, what this dude just do with that sample? Nah, son, I'm snitching. That's it. Dropping the
Yeah,
dime, son.
yeah. Like, dude,
Word.
that's when it's talk when you was putting the dope, using the lotion so the dogs can't smell the dope. That's some real life stuff, man. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna incriminate nobody, but yeah, that's a real thing.
I had to ask
Yeah.
that question because it's popped up to my attention that a few people, a lot of people, whatever you want to call it, seem to think that the acting was not that great. That the acting was subpar. But
I mean, it was supposed to
it,
be. It was supposed to be terrible. I mean, but it's a hood classic. It's like It's like New Jersey Drive. Oh, the acting is terrible in there. But man, they got so many lines to remember in there, man. Like midget and all that. And then the dude got his hand. Remember the dude had his hand in the bag? I ain't got my hand in your bag. Like, bro, your hand in my bag. It's stuff like that, man. Like, you know. So
I mean, my personal opinion, I think it was good acting. I mean, considering the fact it's supposed to be a street movie,
right.
it was like.
And you got some MCs that come out of nowhere to actually pull a whole movie off. You know what I'm trying to say?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's also like it was one of a kind.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like it was like the first of its generations. Of course, you had, you know what I mean, Boys in the Hood. You had the classic hood shit.
yeah.
But
That
those weren't really
yeah.
rappers. You know what I'm saying? You had Ice Cube.
Right.
Like that was like.
Well, it was a West Coast feel to that compared to the East Coast feel. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of ballers in the East Coast actually like get down like that. So that was something that if nobody else saw that was something to bring to the table. So yeah.
I mean,
Belly is up.
I just don't understand how people could say it's not good acting. Like
It
DMX.
It don't matter though, man.
It kind of does though, because it's like if you're watching a movie and the acting is terrible, it's like you can't really get into it. You know what I'm saying? You can't really vibe with it.
Yeah, well, you know, it depends on what kind of movie it is. Because, like, dude, I grew up on, like, freaking Jean-Claude Van Damme and Schwarzenegger. None of them dudes could act. But they could blow up something, man. And they could knock you out. And they was all swole. So, yeah. If you're trying to be the thespian artist and break down the intricacy, yeah. But me, I'm a different kind of dude because, you know, I got ADD, you know, and I'm dyslexic. So I need stuff to go right in my face and for me to be able to grab it. If I'm sitting there all day trying to, you know, that's why I don't like none of the new Marvel movies. Everybody else love it. Like I don't want the storyline. I want to see Spider-Man get whooped and then he come back and then we done. But all the theatrics and all, like, people love that though. I just can't get into it. I got a short attention span.
I feel you. But I mean, the reason why I say that is because, I mean, come on, man. DMX was exactly in the movie he was in real life. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? He made the scenes look so fucking authentic.
Mm-hmm.
How can you not say that was not good acting? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
So are you saying just strictly that they said that DMX couldn't act? Who's
people were saying that the whole movie was just bad choreography. That it was bad, acting.
I'll tell you what, like from where I grew up with, when I was growing up, when it came out, and people you talk about it now, people that I talk to about it now, that would be the least of that wouldn't even come up in there. They just like, yeah, that movie was dope. They wouldn't. It must have been good enough for me not to even notice it was bad. Let's put it that way, that the acting was bad, because I didn't. Hey, yo, IG, y'all turn on BT. You turn on BT now and see all them shows they got out. You want to see some bad acting? And I love our people and everything, and I'm glad we getting our side now. Them acting is terrible. It's horrible. Watch BT, all them even the Christmas movies. Like, anyways, I digress, man. But nah, that was a good movie, and I don't think the acting was that bad, man. I don't think it was bad at all, but it is what it is.
If you want to be technical, man, like I might get a lot of heat from this shit, but state property, the acting in that shit was kind of like
no, that movie was horrible. No,
you know what I'm saying?
Now Beans was my guy back in the day. That was one of my favorite dudes, and state property. But that movie, it reminded me. It's the same thing with the Fat Joe and Mac 10 had a movie, and that really wasn't that good. And Bout It, it was good because it was Bout It. But the movie wasn't really good. Even the Belly remakes, the remake with what's the dude? Was Chalky White in there? You know, the guy that died. You know what I'm talking about? His name was Chalky White. He looked like DMX. The guy that died like a couple years ago, man. He had the little scar on his face.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
I think so. Yeah. He was
Boardwalk Empire, but his name was Chalky White. But he was in a movie with Game called like Billionaire Boys Club, like Belly 2. That movie was terrible too. So
Yeah, the game. That's what it was. I had to think about that for a second. Yeah, the game. Yeah, no, I mean, but it's just still, it was just like, man, it was just so subpar, bro. And you know what I mean? Now I'm gonna say some real shit that's just gonna piss everybody the fuck off. But I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be real with you. All right, all right. If you had a choice between watching How High or Half Baked, which one are you choosing?
You can't use me because I'm a nerd, dude. I would say half baked, man. I'm a
But
nerd, man. I'm a nerd.
but
Half,
you ever say anything this bad about How High?
yeah,
It's like,
on a hip hop level, How High was dope. And when they were smoking the dudes, like his spirit, which that's kind of I can't get it. I'm a Christian and all. It's kind of demonic. But back then, I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. But nah, like half baked is like you're cool, and Dave Chappelle, and it was that's like, you ever saw the movie called Office Space?
yep.
Yeah, stuff like that. I'm a nerd. I like stuff like that. Like some of the jokes they do, a lot of regular people they won't think it's funny, but I will. You know what I mean?
Yo, I'm gonna
Like
keep
Office.
it a buck because it's like with the How High sheet. I understand everybody loves How High because it's red and meth.
Yeah, and then but
But
the Get 'em was dope though, man.
I
Get
mean,
'em.
the concept with the dude getting smoked was something new to me. It was funny in that aspect, but it was just corny to me. Like I know a lot of people are gonna be getting on my ass right now, probably.
But you know what? It's how can I say it? It's different times of your life when you see it and how you think about it. Like like me and my son were talking about when I was younger, man. I loved Don't Be a Menace, by drinking juice in the hood, right?
That shit was funny
But
too.
now when I watch it now, I'm just like it's funny, but then it's like, okay, it's not like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
not compared to
yeah.
like
But see, it's like people will be like, well, you got don't How High is funny when you get high. But here's my thing with that shit.
everything.
Even when I was lit, I would watch that shit, bro.
Everything's funny. I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, see,
I said everything.
I would watch that shit even when I was lit, bro, and that shit still wasn't funny to
Yeah.
me. Even when I was crazy lit, but then even when I was sober, it still wasn't even that funny. There was some spots in it that was funny, but if you compare and contrast the comedy aspect, not that there's rappers in it or there's somebody famous in it, it's the fact that the acting and the overall comedy to it is what made it funny. Because if you're gonna make a movie about weed, it has to be funny. It can't be some, you know what I'm saying, some over the top corny stuff. And like, you know what I mean? I got number love for Red and Meth, don't get it twisted. But as far as that goes, Half Baked, come on, man. Everything in there was funny, but it was not corny funny. It was like, yeah, they really did that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, somebody's on my other side. I don't know who that is. It says what's good, y'all? Loose Cannon from Virginia. What up, yo? Hey, and everybody else who already
Yo, peace,
joined in. What's up, y'all, man?
peace,
It's only two.
peace.
Hopefully somebody else will come in. You know how it go. Get more views on YouTube. But anyways, but yeah, Half Baked was better, man.
I mean, like I said, How High it was all right. It was all right for what it was. I mean, Red and Meth are funny as fuck, but they're funnier out of the movie.
Yeah,
Like I would like put it this way, I would rather go watch them on
yeah.
stage being them than to watch them in that movie.
Well,
That's kind of what I'm trying to say.
yeah, because it's the catchphrases. Like I said with the get good. It's the catchphrases.
Well,
But
so,
but
but
now Friday though, the original one, that was an
mhm,
invention. I like that. That was dope. That was genius to me. Cause
yeah.
for you to make a whole movie just sitting there, dude, on the stoop, and keep everybody involved with like maybe like 6 or 7 characters, that's dope. But anyways, go ahead, man.
I mean, but that movie was kind of relatable
Yeah,
though. Like that's
facts.
even though it had the comedy aspect, it was relatable
Yeah,
because Ice Cube was just chilling and just
yeah,
trying to
yeah. That
do
fool
his
got
thing.
fired. He got fired on his day off for stealing boxes.
You
Which,
know what I'm
which,
saying? Like,
which, because it's a metaphor there. It's like that's how shady like companies are. You know what I mean? So,
hmm
and when everybody's looking at it, they looking like, yeah, how did you get fired on your day off for stealing boxes? So it sounded funny. He's like, they said they got me on camera. But then when you look at it from the standpoint of when you say like, yeah, dude, cats be get. That's how they get rid of people, man. Yeah, well, Johnny said he saw you, backstage, that you were stealing some of the, what do you call it? Some of the concubine. I don't know. Was it? What's the word? What's the word for drugs? Not concubine is a woman. What is it? Concubine. What is it? How do you say it? I can't say it.
Contraband.
Contraband. There you go. Contraband.
I was like, wait, what are you trying to say? Yo?
Right. But yeah.
Yo, Apex. Yeah, you're right, man. Like that's how I felt about the movies too. Like the original was relatable. Yeah. Everything after that was kind of just a stretch. But then again, it's kind of like the Wayans brothers.
With all of them, it's like
that's kind of how like the Wayans brothers were. Like the first Scary Movie was like groundbreaking because no one's done that before like that. And but then after that, after the second movie, it just trailed the fuck off. It just, you know what I mean? It was just all about the money. It wasn't even about the comedy aspect. It wasn't about the, you know what I'm saying? So it was just, the originals were shock value because it really just made you just like, whoa, what the fuck? Like this dude getting raped by the clown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, whoa.
It's just like how in the first house party. The first house party was fire, man. Even the battle going back and forth. And but then the rest is like, what is going on? Hey, check this out. A fun fact on that house party, the dude with the high top fade, Kid, he wrote the whole thing. He wrote all the verses. Kid didn't play.
That shit's crazy. Yeah. That shit is crazy.
Yeah. And just like DMC wrote most of Run DMC's verses. And Rakim made most of the beats for Eric B and Rakim. Just a little fun fact there. But yeah.
It makes sense. It does make sense because it does sound like it did have that, you know what I mean, that Rakim feel to it, like a lot of the music. So it would make sense for that to happen. But yeah, I just want to get into that, you know what I mean? Because like I said, like I'm the type of dude that I'm gonna say how the fuck I feel. And I know when I used to be around the way we're talking about these type of movies, everyone would be like, yo, you mad stupid how you ain't like how high. It's like bro, it's like you can't even for me, you can't use drugs and alcohol as a scapegoat for corny shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be like, oh, well, that movie is mad funny because I was mad high. But then when you watch it, it's not high. It's like if you watch it and you're high and that shit still ain't funny.
Well, a lot of the biggest issues, especially with MCs and rappers, the biggest problem I have is a lot of rappers, they still put other rappers as gods instead of just making them human beings. They get offended. If you see something, a lot of Jay-Z's new stuff is not good. You know what I'm saying? The message is good, but the production and who he picked to make the beat is not that great. Like I didn't like the message he did with the DJ Khaled song was dope, but I didn't like the beat. I didn't like the concept. It didn't fit. But if I said that, everybody be ready to fight me. Oh, you can't say that. Jay-Z could sneeze on a song because he's that status, and cats will be like, that was great. You ain't never heard nobody sneeze on the track. But when Kanye do the oopity poop scoop, then he crazy, Just for example, I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
I mean, like I said, with the how high shit, man, like I'm glad they were able to get that opportunity. They're both a great team, they're great artists. It's just I feel like if you let shit slide sometimes, more shit is gonna keep sliding through the gate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's why me and you here, man. That's why me and you here. You gotta change the game and keep it real. And like we on a different playing field because we independent, so we can do whatever we want.
Oh yeah.
And that
I'm always gonna be the fucking stubborn ass.
Exactly.
I make my own trends type. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to somebody ain't gonna come up to me and be like, oh, you have to love this movie. I don't have to love shit. I'd rather watch anime all fucking day than to watch gangster flicks. I keep saying buck.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? If that makes me a nerd, that's cool. I'll be the cool nigga. I'll be the cool nerd. You know what I mean? That's cool with me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And like I said, every idea you have, people don't get it off the bat, but then eventually they get it. But then it's that's just how it is. It's like I don't know if I told you in the last one, like when I was collecting all the X-Men, I was like maybe 18, collecting all the X-Men figures. And my homies knew what was up because they knew what was up because they knew it was helping me write my rhymes and make beats, and they knew I like comics. You know what I'm saying? Of course, my wife, she love me anyway. She was in the car. We was in the car with it. She was in the car with a whole bunch of like dudes just smoked out high driving around in a hoopty. And she just because she wanted to be with me, she was cool with that. So I was like, yeah, baby, I got these X-Men. She's like, fine. So she even bought me some. She bought me a Genesis, all the Street Fighter figures. She didn't know what was going on, but she got them. And now that's the trend now. Now you got grown men going to Target. Little kid can't get a toy because he didn't bought like 8 of them. You know what I mean? Don't take them out the package. Like on 40-year-old virgin, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Got the little... Now it's the hot thing. It's making fun of him, and now look, that's the thing to do now. So
yeah, hell yeah, we that's what I'm saying. We not bandwagon the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I was watching Fishing on Star, cats is saying, "Oh, that's a cartoon," blah blah blah. Now all these motherfuckers is watching Demon Slayer and all this modern age generation shit. It's like
some of these rappers be trying to put that in their verses and don't even know how to use it right. Like, and then the go-to is always Goku. It's always Goku or like, and I
that's a
love
generic.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man is dope, but it's always some obvious dude, and they try to act like they so deep. And they well, Megan Thee Stallion, she watch anime, so I guess I'll watch it too. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, but they don't understand. That's our inspiration. That's what we get. That's how we get down.
They come with that funny shit too, though. Don't be sitting here trying to test your anime gangster. They'll be like, yeah, but the new Broly is stronger than the old Broly. Are you stupid? Do you not understand how strong the old Broly was? Like,
they have no idea. The new one,
you know what I'm saying?
And plus, because the old one had no heart. He had no heart. He had nobody to calm him down. He had to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying?
He killed his own father. Like, you can't get more fucking gangster than that. You know what I'm
saying? When you wanna come to Earth and destroy one dude just because he was crying, that's a problem. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is what it is, though, man.
I mean, if you think about it, Broly in this one, they had a fuse just to calm him down. But fucking in the other one, they literally had to give Goku all their power. Like, there was no way around that shit.
Only thing that make me mad about, like, in the game, dude, he's strong, but he's so freaking slow, yo. Like, depending on who you get. Like, I was playing, I don't, before Fighters came out, I think it was Tenkaichi 3. I had Krillin, man. I was whooping on him. I was like, okay, y'all, y'all need to OP this dude. Unfair, man. Hey, you like, and like, I'll be telling people about, like, people don't understand the concept of like Sayatama and one punch. I'm like, it's the whole thing is like, dude can hit you with one punch, but it's still cats that he gotta like be able to punch him. They don't get that. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, just one punch and he just destroy everybody. I'm like, no, he can if he punch you, but if you got somebody that's quick enough, it's a done deal. You know what I mean? If you watch the show how many times he'll hit him once he gets him, but they make it set up where it's some kind of struggle. It ain't like he just walking around and just there you go, you know? So that's what I like about anime, where they kind of like they bring it's a different aspect of like with Marvel where they got the the main guy and then he's the good guy and he's for all, but they don't give you the main backstory. It's just, okay, this dude was bad and he got tortured, and then the good guy's the one to come and save the day and all that. Now they kind of get into the, like, if you look at the other comics, they kind of got where the good guy's really the bad guy. But in anime, it's like it's an open season where you kind of like all of them. You know what I mean? It's like you like all the characters, like even Fat Boo. That's my guy because he a little brat, but he'll whoop you. Super Boo was dope because he went to all the ice cream shops. You know what I'm saying? He destroying everybody. Then let me take a break, go eat some ice cream. And then little Kid Boo, that one was walking around, dude. He was flying, destroying planets, like in like 2 seconds. The planets, not like Freezer where you had to drive around and then blow up the planet. This little dude was like boom, 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 and like getting back to what you were saying about Broly. People aren't really looking at the whole specs of the character. You know what I mean? They're kind of, it's in people's minds. What's more appealing to them is what's right. They're not really being logical about it.
it's a generational gap. I mean, I get it. It's kind of like the new age rap and then comparing it to the old age rap. It's the back and forth with it.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But the you know what I mean? Like a couple people weren't even liking the new Dragon Ball shit. And it's like
No,
there was so many fucking Easter eggs in that shit,
yeah,
bro. If
facts,
you're a real hard body Dragon Ball Z fan,
facts,
you
yeah.
would catch every single thing that happened. And just to see, just you know, mind you, just to see Piccolo actually be able to survive
Mm-hmm.
and not get thrown around and beat up like in the
Right,
BoJack, like in all the other
right,
shits.
facts. Yeah,
You
dude.
know what I
And
mean?
I love, and Dragon Ball Super. People hate Dragon Ball Super, but I'm like, you have to have Dragon Ball Super like GT because you need something different. You can't. You make Dragon Ball Z, then you make the fantasy stuff where you got like a Super Saiyan 5, and you got all these Saiyans you never seen before. You got the girl Saiyans and all this. I just like the aspect just of the art, just of the artistry. You know what I mean? Because you always wondering like, you know, you if you could create your own, you know, Saiyan. But then Super, it's kind of like the metaverse where they just throw everything together. So a real core Dragon Ball Z guy, they're gonna be like, oh, I hate that. You know what I mean? But a full Dragon Ball fan will be like, yeah, give me more. And then the fights are more upbeat than just like next time on Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean? Piccolo's gonna breathe for like 15
Yeah.
minutes, and now he's
I
charging,
mean,
and then 20 minutes later, next time. You know, and
pretty
they'd be like,
much.
for like 18 years. You know what I mean?
It was the Easter egg though, man, because for anybody, like I said, if you a real Dragon Ball fan, not just you know what I mean, the bandwagon nigga, man. If you a real Dragon Ball fan, then you know to see Gohan surpass,
Facts,
probably surpass
facts.
Goku.
And
And,
they
we've been waiting for that since BoJack. You
yep,
know what I
yep.
mean? We've been waiting since BoJack because that was his opportunity to be stronger than everybody, and then he became a little pussy. You know what I mean? He became a
Yeah,
little kid, and
yep.
then you know, but
On the outside, you know how I go, man.
I mean, but then also to see him
Mm,
use that nail, special nail
mm,
technique, Piccolo's own move, bro. Like
mm.
you can't fucking like you can't ask for more. Like that, you know what I mean? That's
But
like
his character at all, they utilized so many different aspects. When he was in Urban, when he got his arm blown off, he had that one. You know, he had the one arm, and he was fighting the androids. Come on, man, like little stuff like that, dude. It's like I think he's one. I think he is the most underrated like character. Unless, like you said, unless you are ahead, you know what's up. But a lot of people, the first thing they go for is Goku, which is fine. But Goku's dope. But that's it. In my mind, it's like where you got Michael Kors and you got Coach, and everybody's always gonna keep going to Coach, but they don't realize Michael Kors is maybe even a better quality now. You know what I mean? They don't. It's just people's mind state. You know what I mean? It's like you were talking about. It's like what they think is hot and what everybody else says is hot. It's more of a hype thing than actually being logical, though. But since we into this Dragon Ball right now, let's segue into this project.
yeah, that's exactly what we segued into because the Zenkai mixtape, man. Like I love the title first off because and the fucking and then the graphic nature. I like fucking having Vegeta and Trunks on there,
Yeah,
but
that's
but
that's
yeah,
symbolic, man. Cause that's me and my son. Like how we like we kind of grew up on I kind of I didn't mold him into it, but I would just watch Dragon Ball and kind of like we always wanted to make. We made an album, we made an EP before, but he been working so much and he got his own like life now, and he still got the drive to make music, but it's like you know how it is life. When you gotta life is always gonna be first before that. But then I had to say, nah, dude, I gotta get you motivated. So we had a whole bunch of like unfinished beats and stuff that we gonna get into later because you know what I'm talking about. When we talk about you try to give a person a beat and they trying to tell you how to switch it up when you giving them a free beat. But we gonna move into that a little bit later. But yeah, had a whole bunch of beats that some people would have thought was like throwaways or uncuts. And I was like, nah, I'm just gonna flip them and make it raw. Like, you know, just make it the way it's supposed to be, a straight hip hop album, not over theatrical, just beats and bars, man, and some anime, man.
I will say as much. It was dope, man. Like I like how you spit, bro. Like you got bars, man. Like I think a lot of people may not know that because you in between doing multiple things. You DJing, you know what I mean. You making beats too. You doing the whole thing. So it's like, you know what I mean. You really got bars. So
Appreciate it.
you know what I mean. Putting that, you know what I'm saying. But based on the project though, you got any favorites? Like two favorites that come out of that kind of like really hit you?
Man, my favorite one for me, just being on it personally. I don't know. I like all of them, but I do like Buster Cannon. That was the funnest one I did.
Mm.
Buster Cannon was dope. The last song, Tree and Mike, was dope because the guy I had on there, he was sick, and he didn't have to do it at all. But that's their friend, so Grayson got on there, and he didn't know what I was going to do. He didn't know what I was doing, so I was like, dude, just say, now you see me, now you don't. So he just said it like he was talking. He didn't realize like that was gonna be the hook. And then I just like I like that, my favorite, because like the beat is dope, and then the way I came in and broke that down. And but the first song on there is the Titan song. That's one of my favorite songs, because it's like it's real. It's that goes into it. That's some real life stuff. That goes into a different realm that people don't understand. That like when they're getting attacked by other people, they think it's just, oh, you know, that girl, she a B, or this dude is just mean, but they don't understand it's spirits that are like in that room with them that are like taking sides. You know what I'm saying? It's true. You know what I mean? Like, and they don't understand that like it's a we have other beings on Earth. You know what I mean? And not trying to get all too how do you say, not trying to get all like conspiracy theory, but there are other beings on Earth that some people call, that the military calls aliens, but there are other beings that are like, they're basically there are the fallen angels on Earth, dude, and they pretty much run things, and they know how to shake shift and get into people's lives and ruin that. And that's kind of what I was talking about on that one, like trying to trying to open people's minds, you know what I'm saying, to get them like awakened, you know what I mean? Like, dude, this our life here is now, but when there's another place to go, you know what I'm saying? Are you gonna be prepared? Are you gonna be ready? What side are you gonna choose now? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I didn't want to come across as like, oh, like, you know, holier than thou and oh, you're going to hell. But you know, if it's my beliefs, man, because it's like, dude, like Muslims, they go hard. They have no dog. They're unapologetic. They pray at least like maybe like I don't know their whole religion, but at least like 10 or more times a day. You know what I'm saying? And they're on point with what they do. And the problem with a lot of Christians is they so commercialized, and I'm gonna say it, a lot of them are so stuck on having this this mind state of like, you know, let's just go to church, and then, you know, I look good, and then listen to the pastor, and then I can walk around and say I'm better than other people, and you know, it's like a status, and that's not what it's about. It's like it's about having a spiritual, you know what I'm saying, connection with your God, you know what I'm saying, and using that in your daily life to help other people. You know what I'm saying? It's like in the other religions, they go hard for theirs, and like a lot of Christians, they don't, not all of them. I would say at least like 30% of us, we take it seriously and go hard. It's not just a name. We're not just like, it's not Joel Osteen where it's like you got a mega church, and no, it ain't. It's about us really having faith and believing in our God, and doing what he wants us to do. So it's just my job sometimes to do that, like, you know, but I don't want to force feed nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not right either, because it's still hip hop, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm a based on the whole God thing, just to leave it as it is. But like, I don't believe in the whole church thing. I know I might be going to hell for that, whatever the case.
Bro,
But I
bro,
told I
hold on.
told
Hey,
I
hey, yo,
oh,
Bree.
But
Oh,
let
no,
me finish though.
I want to tell you
But I told them, huh?
before you finish. Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna tell you this you got to take this to the heart, man. And I want you to always realize this, dude. That what you call a church, I'm not gonna get too deep into it. That is a facility, dude, to confine people. All right,
Mm-hmm.
that the church
Mm-hmm.
now was not created by a true living God. That church was created by human beings that want to keep people confined. Okay, so you ain't never got to say you going to hell for nothing, dog. It's you,
Well,
whatever.
yeah. I know that, but that's why I said to let me
I'm
finish right quick, because what I was saying was is that I'm saying that for those that are listening and that will listen later,
yeah,
because a lot of people have their beliefs and stuff, and that's cool. If people want to believe that, it is what it is. But my thing is, my relationship with God is one in itself. I talk to God. I don't need, like you said, I don't need a facility. I don't need a booth. I don't like, you know what I mean? I talk to God regularly, and that's how it's supposed to be. So as
that,
far as that goes, like I said, I'm not trying to get too
nope,
heavy into it, but that's just my
nope,
belief.
you're right.
As long as you true to, as long as you believe there is something bigger than you and you put your faith in it, that, you know what I'm saying, you're going to do everything you in your power to
Right.
make humility
Fact.
popular again. You know what I mean? Trying to make humanity, bring humanity back.
Yep. No,
Then
it's facts. That all that crap is gonna do is try to separate us, and then that's why the true devil is on the devil. No matter he it don't he there is no separation in him. He the devil. No matter how you want to spin it, the devil is using everything he can to separate us. So you completely right, dude. And I don't and that's the whole thing. It's a personal connection with you and God. You know what you know, and God know what you know. Like
yeah,
all, you know what I'm
my
saying?
my belief is God sent me on this earth to bring people together, to make people live prosperously, to make people happy, even if that takes away from my own happiness. At the end of the
Yep.
day, it
It's a
is what it is.
sacrifice.
Yep.
Sacrifice. Right. And you doing it,
So,
man. I appreciate you, man.
so yep, that's what I do, and that actually what do you want to call that? That extends into this show because, like I said, my mission is to bring people to other people, to unite people, to bring hip hop back to what its roots were, which was not the money, the fame, you know what I mean, the fly cars. It's more so just the bars, the reflection itself, knowledge itself. This is what hip hop is for me.
Yep.
So this is what the platform is. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people be secretly underneath the storm trying to agenda my shit, and it ain't gonna happen. Like, oh, let me on, da 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 da. I could bring someone. I don't give a fuck who you bringing on, man. If you're gonna bring some big name on here just so you can talk some trap music, I'm not with that. So that's why I'm saying, like, my platform is specifically for the hip hop. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, everyone is watching now or later. Yeah, we talking about the anime shit because I feel, in my personal belief, anime exists in hip hop. It always has it because you can't, for anyone to come out their mouth and be like, "Oh, this is stupid. Why they talking about anime?" Then you ain't an MF Doom fan.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you right the fuck now. Don't anyone come out their mouth and be like, "Oh, but that's not hip hop, bro." If you watched Toonami back in the '90s,
Mm-hmm.
if you watch you know what I'm saying, the MF Doom, Danger
But
Mouse, who was
you know,
making those background
hey,
beats?
but you know what though? To me on the MC level, this on the MC level though. I like that they don't get it because that gives me an edge. Because the more and more they don't get it, the more and more I can keep, honing my craft. So when I die, they'll be like, yo, he repped that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I came into I when I came in the game, like making money wise, that was only like 4 or 5 years ago. And I've been rapping about like since I was 17, rapping about cartoons and wrestling and all that type of stuff. Anything that a kid would like or like, a nerd would like, I was rapping like that. But when I came in the game, cats were like, oh, well, that's nerdcore. So, me, I was kind of trying to be humble and be like, yeah, I guess I'm nerdcore. Then I was like, nah, bro, like, no, I've been doing this before y'all. Like, you can't say this is nerdcore, then you tell me because you calling me nerdcore that I gotta you a gatekeeper. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm 45. So imagine these cats that just started doing it like 10 years ago, and I was doing this when I was 17 when there was no name for this, dude. That's just because, like I said, I had a short attention span, and every time I would get into a battle, cats could rip me apart, talking about me being fat and all this gangster stuff. And in my mind, I was like, dude, and I love Mortal Kombat. And I would always think about something like getting their head chopped off or their arms ripped off or like whatever. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, that's how I got around. I'm like, yo, You know, I'll clothesline you like the Ultimate Warrior. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Word.
Like rap that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what got me motivated to start writing my rhymes. And it's like, I just think it's dope. I think it's fun. And the best part about it is, like, even with the album and the mixtape, it's dope when you can hear, even with your son, it's dope when you can hear a sample that you don't know what it is, but when somebody turn the TV on, they're like, what is that?
Yep.
And then, dog, they
Word.
get even more motivated. They like, yo, that's the soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Dude, take your son's beats, your beats, my beats, and then put them to like a kung fu flick. And just turn the music down and just play our beats. You know how they coincide? Stop playing games, man.
Exactly, yo. But yeah, this joint is ill, man. I bought a copy even though I'm on it because that's what I do. Like I support who I support. I support the fam. So you know what I mean. I did cop it.
Yeah.
I copped it kind of late. I copped it today. I've been all over the place, man. But I have been listening to it through the Bandcamp and shit. And you know what I'm saying. Fire Fingers, I produced that, and honestly, the one thing I will mention about that, I was hoping it was going to turn into a full-fledged track, but it's all good. Like maybe in a future project.
It ain't over. We got a part 2 where I put some bars on there because I love that beat, man. I love that.
Yo, the shit you fucking did to that, the scratching shit, bro, that shit was crazy. I was like, yo, this shit's fucking ill. Like, you know what I'm saying? I definitely got to have you DJ on more shit. Plus, we got to join with Hostile that's in the works, and that shit is going to blow shit out the water.
Yeah, we're going to get that together, too.
That shit is going to be right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yo, like, I don't want to take up too much time and shit, because I think we touched pretty much everything.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we just go through the track list, and then we'll do a quick little breakdown on each track.
Yes. So I also like the titles too, man. Everything is relatable to a you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I'll go ahead.
So you got Gurren Burner, which I'm hoping is relative to Gurren Lagann. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Katana. I don't know how to see that last part.
Which one? Which was it? The third song? Which?
It's the second one. Katana and Anatak. Is that how you say it? It's Anatak.
Yeah, that's how you say it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. Sometimes I be saying shit weird, and I'll be knowing if it's right. Then you got Buster Cannon Kings. I like that shit. Yeah. Coldest. I like Coldest because I like what was it? The Freezer. I think it was a Freezer quote. Or it was a Dragon Ball quote in the beginning. I like that shit.
Yeah, and like every track, I try to coincide, like have something coincide with it. That's actually a Freezer's one of his that's one of his
brother, right?
Yeah, Cooler. But
that's what I was gonna say.
The sample is Freezer's cool. Sample is Freezer's, but the quote is from Cooler. Yeah, and then Goku thinking that's Cooler. Yeah. Yep.
That shit was dope. Then you got Fire Fingers, which was produced by me, which you had cuts on and shit. That shit was dope. You got Supersonic Warriors.
Based on that album too, though.
What happened?
That one got the heavy one of that track is like has the heaviest, like one of the songs that got I can't even say it right. That is one of the songs that has the most bass on there. It has the heaviest bass on there.
Which one? Fire Fingers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was heavy.
You gotta put in your car, man. That mug slap, yo.
That shit was banging, bro. Trust. And then you got Supersonic Warriors. That shit was ill. I like that shit too.
Hey, you know what that's about, don't you? You know what that is? You know what that the name comes from?
I was gonna say Supersonic. Seattle Supersonics, but you know what I'm saying.
Nope. I don't even know. You probably was like maybe 5 years old, man. Maybe 10. It's an old Game Boy Advance game by Dragon Ball called Supersonic Warriors, and that was like that was the first Dragon Ball game I bought for my son. So I always want to use that name. Yeah. So that's what that is, and then you can hear that the old dude from the Warriors movie. With the little Warriors, clean. Yeah, so all of it, everything is it has like 4 or 5 different meanings. Because one is like I want to let my son know how much I love him and I appreciate him. So he'll hear something in each song that knows, like, you know, how we kind of, like, you know, how he grew up and how we, you know, kind of grew, you know, as him being a grown up and from him being a kid, and the stuff we go through around like anime and Dragon Ball. So yeah, it's dope. And I get emotional thinking about it. And dog, how I got that, and dude, how I got it done so like fast, and my computer was like dying on me, dude. Yeah,
That's what's up. Yo, the great search was the next one. That one sounded like it was a not Dragon Ball, a Street Fighter sample. It sounded like Guile's theme.
That's Saint Seiya, or what is it in America? Oh my God, what is it in America? It's oh my God, Knights of the oh my gosh,
Knights of the Zodiac.
Yeah, Knights of the Zodiac. Yeah, Saint Seiya. Yeah, myself.
Yeah, it sounded like it's a really slowed down Guile theme though too. Like it kind of had that.
Yeah, because I had to, because my son made another song like that for his boy Cypher, and I didn't want to, like, you know, make it. I wanted to use it because he made it for me first, but I never used it, so I kind of, like, you know, messed with it a little bit. So yeah.
Yeah, that shit dope. I like that shit. That's definitely another one of my favorites over that shit. Shock the System. That was the next one. That shit was dope. And then you labeled it TOM, and what does it stand for again?
Trio Mike. Now you remember the fake Goku Turles? You ever saw that movie? Trio Mike.
Which one? Oh yeah, Tree of Mike. Yeah.
That's Turles. That's from his movie. So
I was wondering.
Yeah.
That shit's ill. Yeah, I like that. That movie's dope too, man. That was another honorable mention and shit.
Of course, Gohan was the main guy again. See what I'm saying? Yep.
Yeah, yo. Everybody gotta make sure you check out them Dragon Ball shits, man. There's so many, but there's also so many verses. There's so many. Man, that shit is ongoing, and they coming out with a new season.
Yeah,
shit's gonna be crazy, man.
I want them to make Pan, make her in like a grown up form, and she just go Super Saiyan, like, you know, smashing cats. That'd be dope.
That was the Easter egg. That was the Easter egg to the last one. She was already flying at kid status. Even Piccolo was kind of confused, like, yo, how the hell is she able to? So she's gonna probably surpass Gohan and Goku.
Yeah, and like a lot of people, they don't look at it like that, but the half human form is still a good power. Like, people, that's the only thing that we don't give ourselves credit as people. You know what I mean? Like, not trying to compare that to anime, but we don't give ourselves individuals. We don't give ourselves credit as having power and being special. We always gotta look to like a celebrity or something else, some kind of higher thing to be like, oh yeah, they're great. So they're just saying, nah, when I wake up in the morning, this is my day. I'm dope. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we gotta start doing that for ourselves, man. Like, you gotta start knowing that you special and you got power too, because God made all of us equal and even, man. It's just some people know how to be cocky and talk you down, and then they know how to have a little bit more money and be flashy and make you feel like, but they more insecure than we are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
But that's all good. But real quick, I want to talk about, just real fast, with you and your beats, man. Your beats are worth selling, dude. So in the future, I don't know none of your friends, and I don't know them. It's not personal, so I'm not putting them on blast. But any cats, yo, get that dude that bread. Stop saying give me a beat, and you're not gonna pay him back. Get that monk that bread for them beats.
Yeah,
they worth it. I'm trying to tell you. And like we go ahead.
You know what it is, man. Like, I appreciate you too, man. You pass me bread. I keep it buck with everybody. Like, you pass me bread, even though we work together, you know, we family.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel like it's supposed to be. And that's why, you know what I mean? Like I said, even with me buying the mixtape, I didn't have to. But you know what I'm saying? You support me, I support you. That's how the circle is supposed to. You know what I mean? That's how everything's supposed to work. And my thing is also with this shit, man. I've been doing this since I was 11.
Right.
And I'm now 38. You know what I'm saying? So I'm to the point now where I'd rather have dope artists on my beats than not at
Right,
all. I've had so many whack
right,
MCs on my shit.
right.
Even when they paid me for it,
Yeah,
it wasn't worth the money. It's like I
yeah,
sold my soul
yeah.
for some bullshit.
And
So
yeah, but that's what you saying. I'm not talking about them, man. That's a networking. That's you. I mean, come on now. If you got a dope, yeah, you go. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Billy Bob who hits you up. Yeah, man, I need a beat, and you like, okay, I'll give you a beat. They ain't paid for it, and then they want to call you back and be like, yeah, man, you might want to, change some drums up. I don't know. I would really want to fill in that one. I wanted something like this, bruh. I gave you a beat for
or
free. You can give me my beat back. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not
yeah.
Knife Wonder. I'm me. I'm not Knife Wonder. You know what I'm saying? So like, give me my beat back. I've had that so many times. Like, I have beats sitting there and cats. I need a beat, man. I need a beat. I need a beat. And then when I give them beat, it may not be exactly what they want, but if you don't have any beats at all and you download a song from YouTube, it's a start. You know what I'm saying? When I started
Yo,
rapping,
I changed my whole perception this year, bro, because the upside I dealt with so much shit. I've lost so much money and income and this shit. And it's just to the point now where I have the backing. I have the family that got my back. I got the right supporters, the right people. So I'm definitely way more confident in shit. And it's to the point now where it's like, yeah, if you send it back to me, this and that, I'm not even gonna work. I'm not even worth it, man, because I can out rap a lot of these dudes, and that's not being cocky.
and that's the thing. And that's the thing people don't know. We being humble, dude. We're falling back and being on the boards. That doesn't mean like I can't chop your head off. It's just I'm trying to fall back. You know what I mean? They haven't heard your freestyle, dude. I know you a maniac. And that's the thing. It's like, and that's what it's the difference between a rapper and a rapper slash producer slash DJ or a rapper slash producer. A rapper is just a rapper, which he can mimic anybody's style and sound hot. But the problem is once they get a little notoriety and they see you and we chilling, we humble, we not rah-rah, and we in the cut, they don't know that we can just chop them up, but we chilling. A lot of rappers don't know that. And that's why I fall back a lot. And, and I just let my music speak for itself. But that just gets me with rappers. Like rappers, like they'll take all the glory, but they don't want to give you nothing back. It's like it's like 1,000 billion rappers in the world, and half of them have no clue about how it really works. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of, man, you gotta drop some bars, man.
Oh nah, dude. I'm a hey, I'm
Come
gonna
on, bro. You know how we do this, man.
I'm gonna do a sneak freestyle, man. You know?
Listen, you drop some bars, I'll even drop some bars, and I don't even freestyle like that.
Yeah, but your freestyle is animalistic though, man. We don't need that tonight. Don't be outdoing me tonight, man.
Nah, I feel you.
Your
Yeah,
stuff, your stuff
I'm
is
in the
major.
zone.
I was super hungry like that back in the day. I ain't that hungry. Your stuff is major, man. Let me see. I'll do some just a little bit. I ain't gonna try to go in because you know. Check it out, yo. King size the vet. I make flows hectic. Now I'm a diabetic, but I still want them chicken wings. I split your spleen, rip MCs apart. I battle your whole team, snatch out the cream and the cash, but it don't rule me. But I still rule any MC that want to step to me inside my domain when I bring the verbal pain. This is verbally a freestyle off of the brain. You can see I'm insane. Matter of fact, you can't maintain the stuff that I bring. That sound kind of country, man. But then still I messed up, but I'll still come back on. Just like Bun B, you cats want to be me, but you can never see me. Even with glasses or without glasses, you slower than molasses. You'll get your kick, but I don't want to cuss, but I still bust from my, I don't know. That's all I got. I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it though, man. You know what I mean? We just having a good night, man. We chilling. I mean, I need a break. 'Cause my shit was kind of hectic the last couple of weeks because of the holidays. So I'm just glad to be able to cut loose with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't get to do this too often. Most people are too serious on the show, and I appreciate
Yeah,
it. But this show is about positivity.
yeah.
It's about having fun. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and then, dude, all right, and I ain't trying to disrespect no rappers, dude, but rap is entertainment. It's not real, man. Unless you spin bars is real, y'all gotta calm down. If you get off the mic and you about to kiss your wife and say, "Hey, let's go get some ice cream," and then you like, bro, like relax, man. That's why even like I got high blood pressure, right? So it's like even the URL battles is like cats will be saying dope stuff, but they be getting so like worked up like they about to fight. And I'm like, dude, just relax. It's not real, man. It's not real. Like I grew up around real cats that do real dirt. I know you have. And it's like they not that intense. They not, you know what I'm saying? That's what, and people, if you look at Rakim, man, he was a silent type dude, but he was murdering the mic. His voice was just monotone. But why y'all all screaming and just so intense? And like, why you always want to murder? Like, let's live, man.
It's all just an act, man.
I know. But like, it's like when we talk about Nas, his albums, he'll give you like 3 battle raps, maybe 2 battle raps. He'll give you like 5 life lesson raps. He'll give you like maybe 3 or 4 swag street songs. He had the whole dynamic, and he wasn't screaming. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta start learning from the OGs, man. Like you don't gotta be murderous all the time, man. I've seen too many people just get killed and die now. Like I can't even put the bullet and the gun in my rap. And I'm just killing demons. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to find another way to flip that now. You know what I'm saying? It's working though. But yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man. That's why I'm saying, like, it's good to be able to cut loose with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why it's like sometimes, that's why I said, like, I like to bring people like you on here to show that the shit ain't phony. I'm tight with everybody that's on the show. We all talk, we all chop it up even after the show. Like, this ain't just for fucking views. This is the culture. This is what the culture is about. We get each other together, like I said before. So, you know what I mean? Snow Goons, everything that everyone is seeing is real. This is not fabricated. There is no money being thrown at people, or we're just trying to give everybody a platform so they can speak their mind, speak about shit that normally wouldn't be allowed to on other shows or whatever they can do. Everybody can just cut the fuck loose, man. Do what you gotta do, say what you gotta say. You know what I mean? As long as it's within reason. let me hold up real quick and not.
Like, you trying to date a horse or something like that. You know what I mean? You going out dating horses and
yeah, because you know what I'm saying. Sometimes yo, people be getting lit on the show, and something slips out that they didn't want to say. They'd be like, "Oh shit!" They'd be like, "Yeah, you know what I mean? That's cool. We here to cut loose. We here to just talk shit. You know what I mean? But just keep it within reason, man. You know what I mean? I like to give people's backstories to certain tracks and shit. I like to give people that opportunity to spit bars off their head. There's no fucking pressure applied. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get pressured. They'd be like, "Oh, the Snow Goons is watching." It's like, yeah, they watching, but you know what I mean? They want to hear some dope shit. They want to laugh. They want to joke. Everybody wants to have a good time, man. We ain't here. It's like the fucking VMAs, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to come on.
Dog. And then, man, yo, it's like, your craft is your craft, man. You can still, dog, man. You know how many cats is goofy? Like, most stuff is chill, man. But when he get on that mic, he an animal. He don't got to prove he an animal. You hear it when he rocking, you know? And like, man, but like I said, anime, this was going to happen, dude. It's going to take some commercial rapper to say, I watched Dragon Ball Z. And then everybody going to be on the TikTok. I watched Dragon Ball Z too. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, man, like,
definitely fact, man.
My whole family, we nerds, like, since like, we them cool nerds, though. They're like, you know, we'll fight you, you know? But like my wife she been down since day one. Like we took I remember one New Year's, we all watched the whole Boo series for New Year's. She didn't know what it was, but but like I'm saying, she liked the pink dude. That's what she said. But I like the pink dude because that was Boo. But man, like it's dude, it's nothing like you gotta either like it or you don't like it. It's like cats either they like football or they don't like football. You know what I'm saying? But anime got a lot of life lessons and stories in it. And I'd rather watch that because that's more real than this reality crap and this fake world they trying to give us now, man. They're trying to keep us brainwashed. But
you know what I'm saying? There's motherfucking life lessons in anime too, man. Like I learned a lot of life lessons from anime.
Hey, Hey,
So you know what I
did
mean?
you hear the one album like right when after I had my stroke? You gotta. I'll send you the link. It's called Oh my god, it's called Enigmatic Anime or I
Nah,
forget. Yeah, but I forgot. I made so many albums I forgot. But yeah, I'll send you that link. But that's the album I made right after I had my stroke, and I wanted to see if because I didn't want to rap no more, but I wanted to see if I could rap. But the first song on there is like My Life is Like Anime, and what you talking about is everything. You got to hear that song because everything I'm saying is what you talking about the life lessons. I'm talking about. You got to hear it, but yeah, it's true. And
definitely see it. Definitely send me that link, yo.
yeah, I will. And one more thing before you go, man. Man, I just on what is it? Oh my gosh, on I like when like they show Cy Thomas' face where he all serious, but then when he get disappointed or he gets scared, his face it show like that little kid cartoon. Like on even on oh my god, even freaking on My Hero they do that where they like you know what I mean? Their face like it changes. I love stuff like that, man. But yeah,
Word.
all right. I know you gotta close up shop, man. I'm being that old man that don't want to go. What time y'all close? But yeah.
Yeah, I was saying this shit all night. I gotta go pick up my son and them ones. He
I,
probably all like, yo, this man over here told my anime on the show, and I'm
yeah,
trying to get
we
picked up.
we gonna keep talking about it. We gonna keep talking about it. All right, man. Be
Well,
good.
but no
And
doubt, yo, I appreciate you being on the show again, man. And once again, everybody, make sure you check out that album. You know what I'm saying? Mixtape on his Bandcamp. Make sure to follow him or off the YouTube when it drops later and shit. And yeah, man, like I said, I definitely appreciate you, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? You good peoples, and
yeah,
you got a lot of dope ass fire and shit.
yeah, you too, man. We gonna keep it going, but I'm gonna let you go. All right, be good, man. All right,
All
IG.
right, brother.
All right, man. Be good,
Be
man.
safe.
All right.
Peace, brother.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the homie King Side the Vet, you know what I mean? I know we was talking about a lot of wild shit, man, but yo, everything we said has its place in hip hop, anime, you know what I mean? All the shit we talked about, yo. So it was just a night for cut loose. You know what I'm saying? But still staying within the hip hop parameters, if you want to call it that or whatever. But anyways, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. You know what I'm saying? Once again, shout out to the sponsors, Snow Goons, Creative Uses Music, Elite Sound International, Blazing Ball Radio, Vinyl Frontier, Smile at the Ghetto Child, you know what I mean? Usual suspects. Go make sure to follow Kingside the Vet. You know what I'm saying? We can keep this thing going, man. And I'm gonna check y'all next week. Check out the goonsgear.com because after this show, a couple days after, whatever, they're gonna be dropping some new stuff, some new merch, new vinyl stuff for you to go check out. Check out Creative Juices Music website for Fly Gear too. You know what I mean? Elite Sound International got vinyls, records everywhere. Blaze 'em Up Radio got their own radio show. Check them out. Vinyl Frontier got top samples for you to download. Check them out. And of course, the homie Smile at the Ghetto Child, man. Stay with the heavy ass bars. They got some dope ass projects. So make sure to check out all of that. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings to everybody. Appreciate y'all. And check out next weekend. Peace.